Back to Tomb of Annihilation, WIldemount edition, session 20 something, I don't know. I am your Dungeon Master Hollow. This is my lovely cast. Lovely cast, say hello.
Привет.
Hello, hello. Greeting.
Hello.
Well, 20 something sessions. What got y'all into this mess in the first place? Well, it started at first just the talk of the taverns, talk of the streets, about Baldur's Gates and Waterdeep and Neverwinter. All the cities along the Sword Coast were abuzz about the so-called death curse, a wasting disease afflicting everyone who's ever been raised from the dead. The victims are going thinner and weaker each day, slowly but steadily sliding toward the death they once denied. It was like a pandemic. And when the victims finally succumb, they can't be raised from the dead. Matter of fact, neither can anyone else, regardless of whether they've ever received that miracle in the past. And the temples and the scholars of divine magic we're all at a loss to explain this curse that has affected the entire region, possibly the entire world. And your flying vessel brought you to Alexandria and WIldemount, where you found that this death curse, well, apparently it's emanating from somewhere within an uncharted jungle along the menagerie coast of WIldemount in this strange foreign land, strange crystal sphere your flying ship has brought you to. And so the party traveled out into the jungles in search of the Soulmonger, an ancient artifact of some type that is thought to be the source of this death curse. Perhaps if this artifact were destroyed or dispelled somehow, it would bring an end to this plague of a curse. Well, you found the lost city of gold. Long story short, after dozens of hours of role-playing through the lost city and finding the puzzle boxes and opening, unsealing the Tomb of Annihilation, pilfering Indiana Jones style through the different tombs of trickster gods, you find yourselves now, where we last left off, in the gears of hate. Now, at the beginning of last session, you guys were already here, right? And it was a continuation of a long battle, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
That battle lasted into the middle of last session, didn't it? And it was at least Goss. You were pretty beat up by the end of it, weren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I was almost dead. I was on death's door. Rimbala went down.
Yes.
Oh, did you drop? Oh, okay.
I think somebody. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was me.
Yeah, you went down and you were death saves and I stabilized you after the battle.
That's right. I made the whatever was a highest death save because it's a 15 now, and I succeeded. And then somebody got me up.
Well, there's some more exploration after that. And there's a bit of a short rest. Once you took down one of the gargoyles, the rest of them fled back up once they came. And you explored around a little more, and you discovered those mystical wardrobes and that strange mammoth statue. Remember that?
Hmm.
And this mammoth statue, you couldn't really make too much heads and tails of that other than like the reliefs upon the walls, or telling the story of an indigenous man who put a mammoth into the nine hells and back and became a hero to his people. And then those mystical wardrobes, they began making noises in the other room. Uh, well, you were like, all right, let's start checking these out. You opened up one or two of them, and it turned into a fight, one fight after another. And that's where we pick things up, where we last left off. Years of hate, rumbling of the machinery echoes throughout all the area here, setting up tremors periodically in the riveted metal panels that clad many of the walls, floors, and ceilings. Dated. Centered. And Goss has just flown open the fourth of the five wardrobes in this chamber. And a handful of will-o'-wisps have spilled out. These glowing, almost like, as I described them before, kind of like in Ghost Hunters and those old TV shows or whatnot, where they search for spirit orbs, just disembodied orbs of light and whatnot. Four wild, strobing spirit orbs race out of this wardrobe and start spinning around Goss. These will-o'-wisps are known to be aggressive. Roll initiative, everyone.
Plus side, Beyond 20 is working tonight for me, so that is a good start.
Initiative for those things.
Oh, oh, that is a gnarly initiative.
Note to self: do not use spells with dex saves.
Yeah. No.
And two of them blink out of existence. Like they fizzled out through the light orbs. Them continue to be like moths to a flame around Golf. A dirty 20? Does that hit?
Fortunately.
Yeah, okay.
No.
Alright, you get zapped for 8 points of lightning damage. You get struck in the side. Like, almost like you stuck your finger in a light socket. But you get blasted in the side of your abdomen from shock that was absorbed. It's like a blackened mark. And then
Did that one? I was gonna say, did that one just move away from me?
oh,
Oh.
oh, it's probably okay. Oh, natural 20 on Athazar is out of nowhere, just appearing before the spellcaster, is a ball of light which has tendrils of energy rippling off of it. And you get struck right in the face. Riding the lightning. It's becoming a trend. 7 points of lightning damage. Leaves you with a blackened nose. Steaming. And then Goss, it's your move.
Yep. I'm gonna start bonus action my hunter's mark on the one directly in front of me. That's my last one, and I'm gonna go ahead and start swinging at it with my longsword. 8 and a 14. I'm assuming both miss.
I'll be there.
Yep. That's all I got. That was a quick turn for me.
Your move.
All right. I'm going to move my cannon up here. And because it is the protector cannon, everybody around gets 8 points of temp if they don't have any already. And then this one right over here by Althazar, gonna shoot a firebolt. That is a nat 20. Remind me again how crits work.
Dice. Whatever you roll on the dice, doubles. There
So
it
that
is.
is, yep, 27 fire damage.
Is that on?
This one right over by my cannon and Althazar.
Now, surprise! Cannon explodes. Evocation blasts across the will-o-wisp, and it starts flickering like mad. It is now half the will-o-wisp it was before. The size of its orbing light. It is now strobing like wild. Oh yeah, you seem to have agitated it and taken it to half its size. Well done.
And that will be all for me.
Okay. Rambala, your move.
Yes, I shall step to here and swing at this one next to all of us with my Warhammer. 22 to hit. So it's non-magical, so 9 bludgeoning, but then the 8 is my divine strikes. So it should be radiant.
going to be out. Very nice. As a matter of fact, the gods be with you, for you were able to puff out that spark of energy, or whatever is left in your target. It's gone. It's like that. In a burst of small electric, like lightning like burst. It, on impact, and then by the time your warhammer finishes sweeping through, there's just a vapor like mist that is just vaporizing into the air. That's all that's left in the target.
Bonus action, I will bring out a level 2 spiritual weapon.
Ah.
And it will attack. Oh, sorry, misclicked the one right here, and that is in front of Goss. 22 to hit with it.
Sword or I guess got a
is the
sword
blessed strike?
animation.
Oh yeah, whatever you want. I drag that raven out because it's what I had available. But yeah, whatever you'd like.
Oh. +2.
Okay, no, so it doesn't get the 2. That's what I was trying to make sure. I thought it was only once per turn. So yeah, that 2's the blessed strikes. It only gets once per turn. So just 10. That's my turn.
All right. Spiritual weapon strike strikes true, and Gauss has a little bit of reinforcement there on the front line there, southern front, and then Athazar, it is your move.
All right, I'm going to move down here. And cast a sorcerer's burst of fire. I'm guessing that's it.
Yeah.
For 11 points of damage.
Okay. Your sorcerer's burst. It flares out and it washes over the probing orb of light that is violently engaged with your friend Goss. And as your evocation, it consumes your target. The cantrip somehow seems to be resisted, and it doesn't melt away all of the power of the strobing light as maybe not as much as you wished it to. Anything else?
And I'll hold position. No, I'll hold position here.
Top of the round. And we have one of these things suddenly appearing right in front of Arar. And oh, natural 20.
Yep.
Wasn't it last session I was rolling all those natty 20s? Does it
I
happen
think that
again?
was 2 weeks ago.
Was it 2 sessions ago? Oh, 2 sessions ago? Okay.
I really need a Guardian's Amulet.
Okay, so that's going to be 20 points of lightning damage from the Will-O-Wisp to Arar.
Okay.
Lightning up Arar's ass, just like that. That'll light up his day better than any coffee. And with that, oh, get the fuck out of here! Natural 20. 24 points of lightning. Starts deep frying Goss. That's your move, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this guy again. See if I can actually land something this time. Almost a net 20, but 24. And I'll swing again for 23. I'm assuming those both land.
Mhm.
And of course, that's a bad damage roll. And another bad damage roll.
You didn't say you wanted to do good damage. You just said you wanted to hit them. Be
Monkey
specific.
I had decent Hunter's Mark damage, so I'll take that.
One was
Alright,
marked.
so this one right here. Right in front of me. That's 14 total damage on this one.
All right, that's a kill. How do you want to do that?
Have you ever seen those like little joke Japanese movies where they're like swinging the swords at like the flies and cutting flies in half? And Gosh
It could
just
be like
swings
a
out and just chops it right in half.
Firefly Kung Fu technique. And then Peruk, it's your move.
All right. I'm gonna pop my protector again. See if we can't get any more. 9 temp HP. If anybody would like that. We're gonna target the one over here by Arar, and we're gonna go with another firebolt. Oh, that was so close to a nat 20 again. 17 to hit.
That's actually going to miss the mark.
Oh.
Whew.
Hey, that's me.
Nearly graze a roar with that miss as he yelps like a puppy. And then Rimbala, it's your move, man.
All right. Bonus action, my spiritual weapon will attack the one to the south of it. hold on. It's trying to make me cast it again. Figure out how to use my damn character sheet. Okay, I'll just. $2060 for 20 damage, maximum force and fucking wow.
Okay, that's a kill. Paint us a picture.
Oh gosh, I guess the two flashing lights explode, nearly blinding as they collide, and the only thing left is the weapon when our vision returns. And I'll move down and swing at the other one next to Aurora. Oh, that's gonna miss. That's my turn.
All right, maybe slip on some ooze puddling on the ground. Miss the mark. Athazar, it's your move.
All right. Looks like they have the battlefield under control. So I will hold where I'm at right now, leaning against the wall. That'll end my turn.
This thing has a chance of doing some damage. It was a 16. That misses Aurora. Yeah, with an 18.
16. Yeah, 16 misses.
And then this poofs out. Like the lights go out and it's gone. Cross. No more targets. Is this thing still here? Or what?
If I remember, there was 5, correct? There was only 4. Well, I guess that check in the wardrobe, see if there's anything interesting in there after those guys attacked us.
Empty.
Empty. Okay.
Well, we got one more, and while we still got the spiritual weapon up, probably a good time to go open it.
Well, I can go open it. I'll walk over and open this one. See what happens.
Now I got to figure out why I'm showing a 17 AC. One.
Oh shit. That's right. They go open the doors and appearing now before you. Terrific.
Ooh, before you
Devilry.
reveal, can you tell us what the sound was again out of that one before? Oh.
Yes, when this horrific devilry
God.
appears before you,
Oh
that
God.
horrific sound is loud and it is right face. It is screaming.
I think I've only seen this once before.
Looks like it's gonna bite your head off, man. It is this fiendish creature that is towering above you in size. It looks like it's made of bones, strong,
Yeah.
thick, reinforced bones with bone-like wings, fiendish features on its face with deeply set red glowing eyes. This thing looks like it's ready to rip your head off and drink your blood like a fountain.
It's a chaos tyrannid. Kill it.
Is that getting a surprise round, or is it still my turn?
Into initiative. That'll be object interaction to open it up, plus your movement. So you still have a turn.
All right. Bonus action my hunter's mark onto it, so I can move it still. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing. I would rather shoot it, but I am too close for that. 23 and a 17.
Okay. 23 will land.
Just 23. All right. For 3 points. And then I need a better sword. I really need a better sword. And 5. So 8 points total. And that's all I got.
Back into this thing, and you go toe to toe with this bone devil, this thing. It's got a tail. See now, it's got a stinger at the end of its tail. It's like a scorpion stinger that is hovering over its head, like it's homing in on your location. Matter of fact, it is its turn. And it leads with its stinger. Oh, but it strikes at the air in front of you, missing the mark completely. Then it follows up with a 1-2 punch, clawing out at you, not once but twice. 21 to hit.
Yep, 21 will do it.
11 points of slashing, rakes you up and down with a swipe of its bone appendage.
Right.
And then Perug, it's your move.
All right. I'm gonna start off with a chromatic orb. Guessing that 14 ain't gonna cut it. All right. Bonus action, re-up everybody's temp HP to 9. And that is me.
And then Rembella, it's on you.
I'm the only one that keeps using it.
Somebody is.
Need a charisma save DC 17.
It's from banishment, okay. 17. Oh, it fails miserably.
Back to the hells from whence you came.
that it is gone. See ya. Wouldn't want to be Rabala. There's this dramatic wind in the air that carries your words. Your hair
Can I
falling about your
meta?
shoulders.
Can I meta for just a moment?
Of course.
I seem to remember Tomb of Annihilation not allowing teleports of any kind. Does that affect banishment?
I don't believe so. Because,
Okay.
well, for one, they're two completely different schools of magic.
That's fine. I totally take your ruling no matter what. Just thought I'd bring it up. I didn't want to shit on my parade, but I also like to play by the rules.
Heroic inspiration for honesty.
No, I think banishment works. It's not like he tried to raise the dead.
Sweet.
Anyway.
Does that other will-o-wisp pop up now? And he's still hiding somewhere?
No, you're waiting for it, and nothing happens. It's like that thing is skedaddled. It's gone.
Smart move on its part. Didn't
Yeah.
realize they were that intelligent. I guess they
You
do
might feel
cast
like you can
spells,
do this.
basically.
Yeah.
So we jumped out and used the gear teeth to get over here, right?
Yep.
Oh, did we check inside this last one now that the beast
No,
is...
I should probably do that.
Look inside, and you see it to be empty like the others. But when you do so, you hear the sound opening gate like a porculus being raised. Clink, 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 clink. Off to the north, outside of this room. You're echoing distance nearby, the near distance. Or something going on there, like maybe you activated something.
If we go out, yeah, like over where Rambala is, can we kind of tell where it's coming from, like a generalized direction?
Well, the sound stopped by the time Rimbala gets out there and starts searching the area out upon the dark water. It's nerve-wracking work. The ground isn't easy to cover. Rimbala, you finally come to a dead end. It looks like this cog has stationed this structure to some type of wall here, and then there's a joint that you've come to, which you can see through like an arrow slit in the wall, and you can see on the other side that there's a raised porculus that to a dark hall that goes off to the north to the cavernous area beyond.
On the outside of the cogs here, did we check to the south? Oh, pretty much nothing.
Well, you have a similar situation, except for it seems as if this room has more of a through circuit to a path that leads to tunnels in the cavernous area to the south. If only you can get these gears to turn.
I'm gonna go back down this hallway, see if anything changed in the room with the mammoth. Because I know we're missing the key for that.
I'm gonna go and help Peruk in this chamber again.
Passively looking around, doesn't seem as if anything's changing. Roll perception checks to be sure.
22, same as my passive.
25 with a nat 20.
Seems to still an unchanged as a grave around here.
All right, gonna head back out there.
This gap right here, does it look like we could squeeze through it?
It's small enough.
I have gotten stuck in the wall. I can't move my token out of the wall.
Right collision.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
We are missing something.
Wait, is this new? Or was this always here?
No, that was always there.
Oh, it wasn't? Okay. Well, I'm gonna head back over to the first chamber again.
Oh yes. All
I take
overgrown, full of rubble from the battles before.
Can I take a closer look at this sprinkler? See if I can discern anything on it?
Sea spring. And water. Ceiling above the sprinkler, wide shaft that looks straight up into the darkness.
Okay, we came down the shaft and there's nothing interesting about the sprinkler, nothing I can uh, manipulate on the sprinkler.
Roll a perception or an investigation check.
24.
Connected to some type of aqueduct, or maybe out to the reservoir, the lake outside. Certainly see how you could disable it, but how to activate it or something along that. I don't see any arcane glyphs or anything either. Some type of automated, simple aqueduct machine. It's like a technology you probably haven't really seen before. Peru, are you know this type of next level technology to only be seen in some of the greatest metropolises, only the richest, most cutting edge of empires.
Can we actually see these? What are the crabs?
Here and there, sure, absolutely.
Do they appear like large enough to harm us?
Some of them are quite large. Most of them are obscurely small and just look like gargoyles. Certainly
I'm gonna give
casts
myself
a
some heat.
foreboding sense that you're not alone down here. Seem to be any real danger. Greatest of rules, the worst of rules.
Checked out for a second. Who is the healing hands on?
I was on myself.
Oh, okay.
And I lay on hands, I touch myself. It's a new song that I totally wrote all by myself.
Yeah, that sounds really innovative and original. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's all mine.
And then everyone gets 9. 9.
What do you think? Short rest while you guys try to powwow? Think this one through? Kind of at a block in the road here, huh?
That's not a
Well,
bad idea.
yeah, it doesn't hurt to go ahead and short rest now. Get back my channel divinity. Wait, hold on. Let's see if I can use that before we do. Yeah, I will use my last Harness Divine Power to regain a 2nd level spell slot.
The worst part about these kind of puzzles is the solution's probably stupidly obvious.
I'm talking with the party here. I think we should probably just try going for a swim. The solution's either maybe around this wall we can't see around to the north. It'd probably be my first place to check. If not there, then maybe it's underwater. But I'd say once we get done resting here, I'm willing to go for a swim up around here and see what we find.
After the rest, I can send Arar on a scouting party, and then if we find anything interesting, I can make the swim. I can hold my breath for much longer than any of you can.
That's a great idea. Send your little lizard man.
I don't want anybody
Right.
else when I lay on
So
hands.
we running the short rest. I think we got a plan.
Well, it's a little too early to take an intermission, but we can definitely think this through.
I can send him out now. Do a scouting party now before the short rest.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. I'm going to ritual cast my beast sense so I can see through his eyes, and I'm gonna send him out flying around. There's nothing up this way. We got a third chamber, which I'm sure we know about. send him in
I don't-
here?
I don't think we did. We couldn't technically see it from where we were.
Oh. Oh, I would think you would get a decent visual when you went around to the other
From up
side.
here. Yeah, I might
Yeah.
have been able to see the cog at least. Yeah.
You have now discovered. Zarar has now discovered the cog of acid. Dun, dun, dun. An acidic stench fills the pentagonal chamber, which has 2 exits. Walls are riveted sheets of iron, and pockmarked stone floor has a large puddle of gray slime in the middle of it. Pieces along each wall, just beneath the ceiling, depict 5 black dragons.
As Auror's floating around, he just takes one of his like front paws and just kind of like points at himself, and then at the paintings.
Scooby Doo looking in a mirror. Arr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm relaying everything that he's seeing. I'm just
You
gonna
give him
keep moving
positive
on.
reassurance through your mind, like, yes, buddy, you're a little black dragon.
Yep.
That's the last thing we need is Aurora to realize that people worship dragons.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Never mind that he's a fire dragon right now too, so that's not gonna help his complex.
Is that how this campaign ends?
It
It writes itself.
Party slain by the familiar.
No, he's not even a familiar. And he's gonna continue up through this tunnel here, though.
I mean, I would argue he's better than a familiar.
Oh yeah. Well, technically, per as written, he is summoned, but for flavor text, I found him as an egg and raised him from the beginning of the campaign.
Oh, nice.
So.
Yeah, so, Rambala, you have messed with this campaign before. Did you play from the very first chapter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did. Oh, really? Okay. So there are different story arcs from the beginning. So, like the way players get from the port towns to the lost city is not always the same every time you play the game. Did you get a chance to play in Fort Belawarian? Does that ring a bell?
I think, is that a... Yeah, it kind of rings a bell. I seem to remember that being on like the north side of the continent. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
It's like there's like 2 cities or something at the tip of the north of the continent, and it's the one to the right.
Yeah, it was the fort of the Flaming Fists. Their headquarters
Yes.
there in the jungle.
Mhm. Yeah.
We threw a kegger.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, we did.
That was so cool.
And then the
Yeah.
Threw
keg
a
tried to kill
kegger,
us.
and then the kegger threw us.
Yeah,
Well, you guys. I was not present for the kegger.
that was back when we had chicks in the group. So our Sundays we'd throw keg parties in the D&D group.
Wait, and I don't know how you played it, but I remember there being a fort that we were at where the shadow curse came through.
Oh
That-
no.
No,
Nope, we
which
didn't deal
was
with
the
that.
same fort.
Well, anyway, it was there in Fort Belawarian that these guys they had found this dragon egg. That's where Aurora comes from like 18
Cool.
sessions ago. They've been raising this little dragon egg, and yeah. So anyway, not to get too sidetracked, but Arar now is really showing his worth as as your as your little black dragon companion that you've raised since a hatchling has now emerged from the gears of hate and into a control room of sorts. There is a 4 foot high, 7 foot wide iron lectern in the middle of this old rusty iron plated room that is topped by a slanted control panel. Set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star shaped handle, a couple of dials, one red, one blue, and two buttons of the same colors. Wall engravings behind the control panel show 5 groups of circles with a small crystal embedded in the wall under each one. The crystal under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green. 3 6-inch diameter rusty iron pipes jut from the wall above the engravings. I know that's a lot to take in. It's a lot of theater of the mind to throw at you. And it's late into the weekend, man. I get it. So here is a little piece of art showing off the situation.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Well, I can't command Arar to do anything while he's out scouting, so this is gonna be us having to come back and do it ourselves. He just knows to go look around and stuff. That's all he knows how to do.
Right. Okay.
Take it we're going for a swim after all.
Yep. I'm gonna have him go ahead and just fly back to us then. Whee!
Is the center light actually lit right now? The way that picture shows?
Center light.
Yeah,
The one green
below
light.
3.
Number 3.
I would say it's probably
We're at number
technically
5.
not, because if
Right.
you look at it, it's the pentagons that we're in different orientations.
Yeah, our orientation right now looks like it's number 5.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So would number 5 technically be lit up then with our current orientation?
Oh, actually, the light is underneath the third orient.
It is.
Okay, so it is under the 3.
Hmm.
Okay.
We definitely want to obviously figure out how to turn these, but it's also looking like
Okay, so maybe it's telling us that 3 is the correct answer?
uh, quite possibly.
Well, if 3 is the correct answer, we technically have no way to get back to the statue.
Correct. But it does open that north, it looks like, to the portcullis.
Right. I think 3 might be the end goal, potentially.
Mm-hmm. But you're thinking there might
But
be something else worth exploring first.
well, but so okay, here's my thing. Even with 3, we're gonna have a hard time unless we can get to 3 from the other chamber. We're not gonna be able to get into that gear because it'll be completely sealed off
Mm-hmm.
unless we can make that final movement from the mammoth statue.
Yeah, somebody might have to stay over there temporarily and let the
'Cause there's
party into 3. Let you guys get over to the right cog and let you explore that and then manipulate it back if needed.
potentially, because as of right now, looking at it, there's no orientation in which we can just freely move between everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I think step 1 is probably figuring out how to activate that mammoth. see what we can do with that.
Okay.
After
So you want to stay in the current configuration, or are you saying you want somebody to manipulate them while the rest of the party's over at the mammoth to see if that makes a change?
manipulate while somebody is watching the mammoth.
I think somebody should also stay in this room if the orientation gives us access to
the sprinklers.
The room in that and the room to the north. There could be something in there. The only other problem is we've seen that they like to summon stuff, so splitting the party is also going to have some
It's kind of
potential
some
issues.
risk. Well, did RAR didn't really detect any necessary dangers between here and there, correct? The control room.
He didn't trigger anything.
I guess since we're trying to,
He didn't.
a little
He
bit of
didn't trigger
filler,
anything. So
we could try and go over there and rest if you want, where we can study the puzzle a little better.
not a bad idea. But also there be critters in these waters, so we might wind up in a fight.
Did everybody take that 9 from the mass healing word?
I did not, but I will take it now.
I did not because I was at full.
All right. So is step 1 getting everyone to the control panel?
Yeah, I mean, I've got some reserve powers yet, so I think, even if the crab's messed with us, we should be able to make it over there.
Okay, so throwing out my 2 cents on the overall situation, I think everyone to the control panel. We mess with different configurations, stay together for as long as possible, exasperate all different options with us all together, and then see if we have to split.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's probably the best way. Well, it also looks like the yellow symbols, I'm guessing those are showing rooms. So it's looking like there's something to the west and then to the southwest of this gear.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get it to configuration 3, that'll open up 2 new paths that we haven't explored yet. So we can stay together while we explore those 2 points.
It'll open us to 1 new path. Because
yeah, we can definitely start with 3 and check that southwest, yeah.
Oh, it's already configured to give us that one up at the other hex.
Well, we don't think we'll be able to get to there. That's where we may have to split apart.
Yeah, that'll be blocked off. So if we want to access that northern portion on the right side, we're going to have to leave somebody. We're gonna have to leave somebody out to do that.
You'll have to be in the cog while it turns to that location.
Yeah. Well, okay. So if we do configuration 1, we're still gonna have to split, but we get 2 locations that can be accessed.
Oh,
that
yeah.
We haven't been to.
Possibly out in that northwest section, assuming there's something there, and then it does. Well, yeah, then it would give us access to that north location too.
Yeah, it'll give us access to both northern locations, but we will have to split.
Oh, well, I guess that depends on the entrance to the control room. I can't see it. If that cog turns and locks us in the control room.
It will. It will.
Okay.
It'll lock in the control room.
So we'd have to split, but again, then yes, you'd have those 2 areas.
Yeah.
Easy way around that. I can swap teleport with my spirit.
Oh, that is true. Do you have a line of sight restriction or a distance restriction on that?
I know there's a distance restriction. Let me see if it is LOS. No, if your mascot is within 60 feet of you, you can teleport and swap place with it as an action.
Well, I think that's less than 60 feet just to get on the other side of the wall, because in configuration 1, as long as you can just get onto that cog, you'll be able to... No, you won't. Never mind.
Can you resummon it in an area you can't see or whatever?
It is just a modified find familiar, so it just follows the same restrictions. So it's still a ritual cast.
And it is a physical familiar. It's not like a gaseous form. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, looking at this, it looks like you should be able to cross one whole cog. As long as you're right on the edge of it, you should be able to swap.
Worst case is even if I have to move around the cogs.
How many times can you do your swap?
Once per long rest.
Okay, so we really got to choose when we want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm also okay with going off by myself, me and Arar, over there and playing with the control panel. Unless, Paruk, you want to go and do that, because you're, more tech savvy.
Fair. So I say we either do it that way or we all go together and see where the other hallways lead us. But one way or another, I can start making my way over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you, making the trip. And Arar's just gonna be flying above the water as we go.
I want to wait here for just a moment. Once you guys get into that cog, I want to see if we can communicate vocally.
Okay.
So, like from here, I want to start yelling, like, "Hey, can you guys hear me?"
And I would like everybody to make a survival check to navigate the waters.
I'm good at those.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
definitely.
I'm not. I am not
Tomato.
good at those.
Are you drowning in the kiddie pool?
How did I do
God, I
better
hope
than
not.
you?
I rolled a 2.
That'll do it.
I have a +8 and I rolled a 2.
Uh, I was once drowning in a kiddie pool, but in my defense, it was strong acid. I was on some strong acid.
There was no water.
All right. Let's see. Improved with the 19. Very good. Althazar? This man?
I mean, yes.
All right. It looks like you
I'm
might
not
have to
sure what
get
the
dirty.
answer is.
What's up?
I'm not sure what the answer is for this puzzle for sure.
Oh, yeah. Seems to be multiple phases of if there is one. And the fucking all your boys, they just jumped into this dark water, and they're going for it.
Were they able to hear me from here?
Yeah, most likely. Your voice would reverberate, echo throughout the cavernous area. But Athazar, when you are looking over this deafening void, this great obstacle that's this dark water that it looks like, well, it's time to nut up or shut up when it comes to getting into the thick of things here. Um, Rambala's voice, as it bounces off the walls of the subterranean lake, and his voice echoes back at you, Athasar. Hear it whisper dark things to you, are not what Rambala said, as if his voice has been filtered by the abyss itself once his words have bounced back to you from the echo. There's something that disturbs the water, something large, just underneath the surface, uh, a couple dozen feet out into the darkness. A cold chill shoots across your spine. Why don't we go to our break there? We'll take a 10-minute intermission, and then we'll open up this next can of worms when we get there. Okay?
Okay.
See y'all in a few. Moving about. Oh, everybody. Oh,
Yo yo.
Yep.
somebody. So I've been given some thought to what do we do after Tomb of Annihilation for the next season? Our little experiment here. And so I remember Crossing we've discussed, which was started getting some traction. Maybe going into Vecna Eve of Ruin because it picks up at around the level that Doom of Annihilation leaves off, right?
Yeah, we had talked about it.
But here's the thing now. We had just completed Tomb of Annihilation on Wednesday nights. It took a year and a half. Every fucking week, Wednesday and Wednesday night out. I wish I counted the sessions. I lost track. Dozens of sessions in. But Sean was through that whole thing from start to finish. Senator Sean. Sorry to call you out by rank, Sean. But I was thinking, what do you guys think of Planescape? Have any of you messed with 5e Planescape? I know Crossing, you had won like through a raffle or something, the Planescape box set.
Yeah, I've got the box set, but
You
never
haven't
played
read the
through it.
adventure, yeah.
No, no.
You know,
I didn't want to cheese through it.
yeah, I could amp up the adventure path in that. You know, that goes up to level 20. So that could be an option since Senator Sean's already gone through all my Vecna stuff. And let's be honest here, I wouldn't have all the passion going into another season of Vecna that I had going into that first season. Like, I have a sigh of relief having gotten through all that and done all that work, and it was an honor and it was great, you know. But like, I'd be interested in maybe running some Planescape, some 5e Planescape from that box set. What do you guys think of that? Have any of you experienced any of that as players? Any the Turn of Fortune's wheel? Have you done any of that?
Nope.
Nope.
What about what
Oh, no,
about
when I say no, as in I never have, and I'm interested in doing so.
okay, perfect. What about I have this idea of maybe instead of doing Vecna stuff because it's played out by now. You know what I mean? Like Vecna's by the time Vecna becomes the biggest thing in the world, the biggest fucking TV show on Netflix in the whole world, and like everybody loves Vecna, including your sister. It's like, okay, it's not cool anymore. I let's do something else, right? So, what if we have you guys done any of the 5e Spelljammer stuff?
Nope.
Nope.
No, and that would roll over pretty well since we've already got the airship. I mean, it'd be pretty easy to see
Right.
the connection there.
So
Interdimensional pirates.
the interesting thing is that the Spelljammer adventure and the 5e Planescape adventure, the ones in the box sets, they I think they lend well to each other, you know, and if we can if I could somehow connect all that, that could be badass. I know we're kind of having a writer's room talk here during break, but and you know that TV show. It's I haven't checked it out yet. I don't know if you're Trekkie fans or anything, but you're a Star Wars freak like me. At least you gotta like some Trek. They have that show on Paramount Plus, the Starfleet Academy. I gotta check that out. But we could do something like where I think the opening sequences, the opening session or two, is in the Spelljammer Academy. So you're going through like a Starfleet Academy type of situation for Spelljammer. I don't know, just some thoughts, just some writers' room thoughts. I'm thinking of we're looking ahead to to another season of role playing on Sundays. I think that could be cool.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll be dead soon enough, and we can move on. Oh, is that not what we're discussing? I think he's alluding to a TPK is what it kind of.
Oh no! I mean, look, we're a couple dozen sessions deep into this campaign. We're deep into Tomb of Annihilation, so we've already just began discussing, what's next. So um, pressing forward, I like to bring up that topic a little more so we can finalize details.
Yeah, that's what I'd say to keep my players satiated too. If I was about to kill them all.
Lull us into a false sense of security.
That's right. No, you guys are fine. Everything's fine. That giant disturbance in the water that's whispering into your mind is nothing. It's
Yeah, the worst comes to worst, you got to go to that great big spelljammer in the sky.
going up with a spelljammer in the sky.
I remember when the spelljammer box set was released for 5e. I'm at the bar drinking that afternoon, and I'm like, "Oh, I gotta get back. The spelljammer released tonight." They thought I was talking about a band releasing a big album. Right?
No,
I'm like, no,
sure.
Spelljammer.
Awesome,
It sounds like a band, right?
It's like their third album, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were like, "Oh yeah, Spelljammer. Oh fuck." I remember their fucking 5th album. That was incredible. Oh shit, you're on
Yeah.
you're on that project?
Oh,
Shit, dude, that's fucking killer. Oh yeah, man. I was in the room with Clapton when he recorded,
Yeah.
that one
Oh,
solo. He was just sitting in that day. It was actually the whole album was recorded in his studio, and he decided to show up that day. Fuck it, the band made him lay down his solo on it.
He heard me playing that riff, and he stole it from me that day, man.
Yeah, the band was like, "Dude, Hollow, we love that solo, but Eric Clapton loves that solo more. He wants to kick you off the record so he can play your solo instead."
True story, bro.
True story, bro. What was I gonna be like? No, fuck you, Clapton. Fuck you, Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
You can't have my solo. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, drunk guys in a bar. You never know. That would be me, just to be clear. No. Speaking from personal experience, you guys weren't, no?
Yeah.
These are all lines I've said.
Okay, so
Okay, so they could hear me. So you guys are safe over there?
For now, yeah.
So far.
Athazar, you okay? You coming?
On my way.
all right, let's get some survival checks from Ethazar and Rimbala. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Heavy.
Want I want a disadvantage survival check from you, sir.
I don't think they were going in the water. I think they were staying behind, weren't they?
We were about to head that direction.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, my
they were
apologies.
really thinking it. I mean, the dark water was really calling out to them, and also giving them warning. So, what's it going to be, gentlemen? See, Athasar rolls his 15. The mage is going first, and wow, look at that that he doesn't really have the breaststroke, but he has that frog formation down, doesn't he? And he so far he's good. He's not getting plucked off the surface like a gator going after a marshmallow. It just gets thrown out there, and that could give Rimbala even more of a bit of a glimmer of hope as Athazar swims around that corner, and then survival check 10. Oh, and it's at a disadvantage on top of it all. You gotta see how low can we go.
I think
Shit. Yeah, we go about as low as we can go, apparently, as the disadvantaged second roll was a natural 1 on the die. Um, Look, you can't write this kind of theater in advance. It's when there's dice involved. It just doesn't work like that. And Rimbala, the dark water, it is a lot heavier upon your shoulders. The armor you're wearing is a lot heavier upon your shoulders. After everything you've been through, enduring this, it's just been so much, and some of that exhaustive, uh, just this exhaustive fucking obstacle course you've been on down here. It all just bears down on you, and your shoulders and your head slurps underneath the surface of the water. Against your will, mind you. And you take in a bit of water. I need you to roll a constitution save.
the dirtiest 20.
Oh, okay. Nice. What's the name of the strip club by the community college I went to?
You too? To make me go off. Oh, I used to go backstage, man. Did you know that one day? No.
I do have a friend like that, though.
Yeah.
Like he'll tell like every fucking. Oh,
Crazy.
I was there when John Bonham recorded that solo. The dude wasn't alive when John
Yeah.
Bonham recorded that solo. All right, so okay, Rimbala, you're able to cough up some of the water, gasp for air, but it's not going too great. You're risking exhaustion and even more out here. Go ahead and roll another survival check. This is going to be at a disadvantage -1. So the roll's -1.
First one's a 16. Oh. Second one's a 22, so 16.
So, Athazar, you make your way around the bend, and it's like you have, you have, you're in the home stretch. Okay. Meanwhile, Rimbala, just as it gets his bearings straight, and Athazar, you see some hope within reach. Suddenly, Athazar, the water explodes behind you. Rimbala, you see before you mighty tentacles exploding forth from the dark surface between you and Athazar, who's around the bend. What do you guys do?
So it's appearing between us over in this area somewhere?
Yes.
I'm going for the nearest point of land.
I'm gonna try to double move to get on solid ground. That makes sense.
Oh yeah. So okay. It's kind of like you're in the water in the deep ocean. Someone yells shark. You're immediately going for the ladder on the back of the boat. You're not fucking around. What else are you gonna do, right? Instinctively, you go for the ladder. Athazar, roll a survival check. I'm gonna give you an advantage because you get Goss right there who's able to help you up. He was within like 10, 15 feet. So go ahead and roll a survival check at an advantage.
Oh, thank God for advantage.
Oh yeah, and Goss helping Athazar up out of the water is like it's not exactly easy. This old wet mage, uh, he's like lifting up a rolled up bunch of carpet from the water. You know, it's a dead weight, but the wizard doesn't help. He's kind of flailing around, totally out of his element. And Goss, you kind of have to lifeguard the situation with your ranger like survivalism.
Don't say lifeguard, because just hit him in the face, put him to sleep.
Ah!
Hey,
That is a valid technique
yes,
for rescuing somebody.
right.
That is absolutely something they do.
Yep, you're
Like,
better off to try and save them while they're unconscious. That's 100% correct.
like
Yep.
shooting the hostage in the leg.
Sure.
And you shoot the terrorist. You're like, why did you shoot the hostage to distract you? Boom! Now the bullet's in your head.
Because the chances of someone you're trying to rescue drowning you during the rescue are extremely high if they're conscious.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned that in junior life saving school when I was a kid. Uh, like for junior lifeguard school, like that's why I would like have to put my arm around their neck, kind of like in a almost and around their chest, almost like a headlock, and have their legs kicked out and their arms kicked out away from me, so I could bring them in that way, like bring them in backwards, because if they're flailing around, that's no good. They could fuck me up. So I gotta turn their back to me and like get them to float, so I can like yeah, because like otherwise, if they're panicking, you're both dead. I never had to do that shit in real life. I'd so fucking fail.
It'd be terrifying.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of dead, Rimbala, you're having a terrifying moment out there on the dark water. Tentacles exploding forth, cutting you off from the rest of the party, reminding you somewhere deep down in your subconscious, don't you know you never split the party? And that heavy armor is bearing down on your shoulders, man. Holy shit. That is when a voice enters your head. It is an invasive voice. It has a sinister nature to it that is almost, it almost feels like almost feels like it's all seeing, like an all seeing voice. Like there's an ear to the voice. Like it already knows what you're gonna say. And it asks through psionic whispers. Scions sensation make your eyes glow faintly as your thoughts are homed in on this feeling in the deep depths of your mind. Your body goes limp, risking you fall underneath the surface of the water once again. And the words are more like feelings and sensations more so than words that come into your mind. You just understand a riddle. But do you understand it? I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, yet I travel mind to mind. I grow stronger the more I'm shared, but die the moment I'm believed. What am I? Answer correctly or die. I speak without a mouth. I hear without ears. I have no body, yet I travel mind to mind. I grow stronger the more I'm shared, but die the moment I'm believed. What am I?
I'm assuming we can't help with the riddle.
You don't hear it.
Okay. Yep.
I'll put that in chat. Just to fuck with Rumball a little more. What do you do, Rumballa?
I'm contemplating. That was not an easy answer like last time.
Rest of the party back on that third cog. You see, it could be too late for Rumballa
How
to
long
find
has it been
tentacles have
since he's
exploded
been
from
in
the
the
water.
water?
How long has it been since what? Since the tentacles have shown up?
Yeah.
30 seconds, 45 seconds, maybe a minute at most.
Okay, so I probably would not know about them other than just hearing the splashing.
Oh, you would see them.
Oh, I'm diving in. I'm gonna go try to get Rumbala out.
I would try to kind of ask back in my mind if I'm allowed to ask for help or have time to contemplate.
Okay, roll a charisma check.
Well,
And with that, forest of great dark tentacles tracks down underneath the surface of the water in between Goss and Ramboa. And as the water calms, this time both Rambala and Goss, you hear a voice echoing in your mind. Feel a voice say, "Who are you?"
You got volume gated.
Oh, you hear a voice ask, "Who are you?"
I so do we hear it, or is it inside our minds this time?
Not sure.
Okay. Then I will say my name out loud. I am Rambala.
I think Goss is just gonna be confused and try to shake it off and keep swimming for Umbala. Trying to get to save him.
Okay, roll survival check, Goss.
17.
Right. And then out of the mist, from the surface of the dark waters, from whence the tentacles came, Goss appears with mighty lizard man breaststroke. You see Rambala struggling to tread water in his heavy armor. He's got this deer in the headlights look on his face.
I'm gonna swim over and kind of underarm hook
Fucking
him. So take one arm and flip him on his back and just kind of wrap my arm around his shoulder and just start backstroking and dragging him back.
All right. Advantage survival check to bring him home.
Dirty 20.
Time it's Athasar that's there to help you up to the cog and into sanctity of the cog of acid.
The sanctity of the cog of
Is
acid.
it out of the frying pan and into the fire?
So, did you guys hear that riddle?
I heard somebody ask me who I was.
I then tell them the riddle that I either heard or may not have. I'm not sure.
And I would imagine the entire time, like I'm studying like the mechanisms, and you guys come sprawling up, You all right? Completely oblivious to anything that happened that's not new technology.
No answers. Silence. They seem to be in shock.
gasping for breath. Just tired. I can't imagine dragging a full-grown man in full plate would be easy.
Absolutely not. When you're burdened with gear yourself on your person.
At least I'm not wearing armor.
Now, just from observations, obviously I'm not going to be pushing any buttons, pulling any levers with everybody out around the gears. Would I have discerned anything?
Well, everybody was focused
While everybody else was dying.
on that shit, you know. You're focused on dying or not dying or what have you.
Die quietly. I'm looking at stuff, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Artificer type that when you see a system, train to see right through that system on like a reverse engineering basis. Know what I mean? Like the
Yeah.
type of person that could walk into a room, had the Wi-Fi and the way the network's set up, and the point of sales in the blink of an eye, see half a dozen areas to potentially exploit, right? And you start imagining infrastructure of, well, these black dragons upon the wall. There are 5 of them, okay? And they're like these stone, like portraits that are 3D like, and the dragons have heads that portray kind of like up from the wall, kind of like if you were to have a dragon's head mounted on the wall, right? And you would recognize, well, while your friends are catching their breath now, to them, you're more interested in, you see that the dragon's heads, well, it looks like their throats are hollow and there's some type of corrosiveness on the jowls, on the toothy mouths of the dragons. This could be a trap. If there's a big puddle of acidic, oozy goo in the middle of this chamber, you can put 2 and 2 together.
I'm going to warn everybody. So it looks like these dragon reliefs, something will set them off, and it looks like they'll spray some kind of corrosive chemical. So step lightly. Is it possible to get some like rubble and use like some of my like tinker's tools and smith's tools and like the hammers and chisels and stuff to basically make stone corks to put in there in the mouths? Obviously the corrosive will probably eat through it eventually, but it's not necessarily going to spray directly in our faces. So
Just stopper them up however you can. It seems in theory you can certainly give that a try. So Karuk, still paying no attention to the rest of the party, just barely survived. And is just now finally probably
But did you
probably
die?
just caught their breath.
But did you die?
Yeah, and like they look over at Karuk, who's busy messing with the security of the area, and they may have some complaints like, "Why you didn't help us?" And he just looks over his shoulders like, "But did you die?" And he goes back to fiddling with the contraptions. While Althazar Goss, as you catch your breath, Karuk is just finishing. Looks like he's fiddling around with the perimeter of the room. There's this corrosive smell in the air. It's acidic. It seems to be emanating forth from the puddle of ooze in the middle of it all.
Is this an opening hollow? On to my right, left, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, certainly. There is a hall, a bit of ooze on the ground, but carefully you might be able to step over it. And it looks like there's a chamber beyond that fits the description of that control room that Goss was talking about. Arar had spied upon. It's darkened, so you don't see well into it. But yeah, you feel confident you found the control room.
I'll back up and relay the information to my comrades that the control room is through here.
If you can still see through your little lizard, he could maybe check these other areas.
Which other areas?
To the north around here, and to the south down through here.
If I remember right, we did scout all this out before we came down. I had sent a RAR down to fly around in here.
Okay.
5 sessions ago.
Well, then we know that we don't have to worry about, this
Yeah.
one being open.
Because if I remember right, this down here, Hollow, you said was completely blocked off and there was no way to actually open that door or whatever that was.
Seemingly, given the
Down
time you
south.
allotted to the matter.
Right. I think Goss would try to start making his way to the control room, but Arar would get under his feet and try to trip him to make him look at the pictures of the dragons on the walls. So I'm gonna stop at this one and check this one out.
Stop. Dragon time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that dragon is too legit to quit. The sculptured relief. Yeah. You're not really from the 80s unless you know the too legit to quit gang sign off the top of your head.
So is there anything of note in here, or would I just want to move on?
Well, this particular relief you're looking at, well, the dragon's mouth is stopped up with. Peruk, what materials are you using?
Whatever I have around me that seems like it's going to be the most workable and resistant.
Yeah, Goss, You even notice a tamale stuck in.
It's by this point it's been in my bag for a while. It's probably pretty solid.
I've eaten rotten fleshes, rotten corpses. So I'm gonna grab Arar and pull him away from the painting because he's trying to eat it out of the painting or the relief. So I would imagine Perk put it there for a reason. So I'm gonna drag Arar away from it and head up to the control room to go look around in there.
Right
Unless
forward.
yep, unless Peruk has anything to say before I make my way up there.
Not that I can think of.
This room it contains a 4-foot high, 7-foot wide iron lectern in the middle of. Well, it's a rusty iron-bladed room, and it's topped by a slanted control panel, or like it all centers around a slanted control panel there. And set into the control panel are a gold lever with a star-shaped handle, 2 dials in red and blue, 2 buttons in the same colors. They're all engravings behind the control panel that show 5 groups of circles with a small crystal embedded in the wall under the configuration labeled 3 glows bright green, and there are a half a dozen diameter rusty iron pipes that jut out from the wall.
We just want to go for it. Probably shouldn't all be standing in this room, though.
You mean like fireball the control panel?
Let's call that Plan B.
I mean, really, you didn't even ask how big the room is first.
That's the answer to every question, so I thought we were all thinking the same thing. I'm sorry. I will step back out of the room for.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let the engineer monkey work on that.
Nope, that's the wrong one. I don't have LOS on my summons. Oh, there we go. I got him. I want to make sure he's close by in case I need to. Althazar, are you staying in here? Or?
Yeah, I'll keep you company just in case something happens.
Well, if something happens, I'm teleporting myself out of the room. So I guess I'm going to study the control panel and see if I can figure how to make changes to the configuration.
Okay. Rumbala? Wasn't it you that was inhabited by the spirit of the snail god? Monk?
I believe so, yes. Mhm.
Well, she thinks that she can figure out what the controls do just by studying them.
All right,
But
man, I don't
she's
know what
gonna
this
need
place
like
is.
a good hour of contemplation or so.
I don't know what's with this place and voices in my head, but the first voice in my head says it can solve this puzzle if we give it time.
I guess who can argue with that?
I mean, I usually don't argue with the voices in my head. I just immediately do what they tell me.
I only argue with the voices of my girlfriend. So.
What's a girlfriend?
I've heard of these mythic creatures.
They like ride unicorns or something?
Do they know anything about D&D? Like, is that a thing?
I'm pretty sure those two things are inimical to one another. All right, so I guess I will assist voices in head with
Yeah, she says she'll
studying.
need about an hour. I'll tell you if she says anything else. She talks kind of slow though too. So
Is the voice, does it sound like you? Because most people,
no,
we just call those thoughts.
no, it's definitely a girl voice.
Yep. And Rabala, you can feel this oozy, sluggish sensation back of your mind as you say that.
And apparently that got her really excited.
Ah,
That took me longer than it should have.
Oh, sorry. It's a good thing there's no girls here.
oh yeah. Oh my God. Like, imagine the jokes we would have had to swallow down and not say if there were chicks involved
Oh
in
god.
the cast. But just as well, when there's a female element and all the guys at the table are on our best behavior, there are also different elements that can be brought to the world
Absolutely.
at the table.
Totally agree.
But like
Time and place for everything.
for now, with no chicks in the groups, we could talk all the jokes about cocaine and strippers that we want to our
That's
heart's
right.
content. Who gives a fuck?
I don't think that ever stopped you before, but all right.
Yeah.
Damn it, that's why she left. Cocaine strippers gets them every time.
Turns out the problems were the friends we made along the way. I don't know.
Uh, I miss my South Florida 20s. All right, so I guess that's a midlife crisis problem. That's a Florida man midlife crisis problem for you.
So do I have to invest my time while she studies the puzzle, or can I short rest during this hour?
You can officially take a short rest.
Perfect.
Oh, thank you. I needed that. I needed that bad.
You wouldn't need to short rest so much if you guys would stop getting hit. Just Saying.
I'll be right back.
Why did that only roll 1? I was trying to roll 2. Why would you not roll 2? Okay, I'll just roll my second one. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, all I got back was health.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, where were we? Short rest, right? You guys are spending hit die? Rolling for random account?
Hit die. Spending hit die. Not what I heard. I heard hentai.
Oh, you know,
Really confused.
Yeah.
Sorry. Little Freudian slip there.
no, that seems like a missed opportunity for, because all hentai is like cartoonish and Japanese anime. It's a missed opportunity to not have live action hentai. Completely missed opportunity.
I think they just call that porn.
Get out the editing software, Hollow.
So, how I got good at good enough at
At
Adobe
editing?
Premiere, yeah, is censoring myself. Recording.
I'm a digital artist. I specialize in tentacles.
You need to just stay far, far away from my girlfriend.
Again, he speaks of the mythical beast.
Yes, the mythical beast that those D&D players speak of. Really, really, she's just a pissed off sorority girl yelling at us to keep it down every night when we're playing D&D. So the short rest goes by without encounter.
Well, voice number 1. Any ideas? It's not answering. Maybe I was imagining it.
A couple of them fell asleep during their short rest. They're just getting they're doing their last snores.
He
What?
was talking to the voices in
What?
his head.
As they wake up, choke on their last snores and like, huh? What? Me? What? Hmm? And it could be like a Three Stooges moment between them as they all wake up. Who knows? But they didn't seem to hear a fucking word you said.
Well, I want to ask the voice number 1 in my head if she figured anything out.
And there's no response. So, well, you know.
Well, at least we got our short rest in.
And now there is the illustrious control panel. Yes, an artificer's dream. Set into the control panel is a golden star-shaped handle. You know, you've been here long enough, Karuk. You've connected a couple of dots here. I guess you could say a couple of stars. That control panel, that golden lever upon it with a star-shaped handle,
Oh my God! Wasn't
it,
that what
it,
was on the mastodon's forehead?
it looks identical in pattern and shape. Let's just put it that way.
Pull it up.
But I mean,
All right.
holy cow. It's 3 gears of hate and an aboleth ago.
Yeah, as soon as you said connect dots, my brain started thinking, and then you pointed out the star, and then when you said star finally for what, the third or fourth time this session, my brain was like, oh fuck, it was a star key.
Yeah, I have to send in those little subliminal hints, and sometimes I've got to drop them a half a dozen times.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get them right
legit needed.
away, you know.
I guess we're taking the key.
It doesn't. It's a lever, okay. So, like, if you look back at the control panel and out there, you'll see it doesn't exactly look like key. Say it looks like like a stick shift, standard or something, with a cool some knob on the handle and to fit your
Yeah, or
grip
maybe the
into.
star comes off.
And with enough force, it definitely does.
Yeah.
Does the star part of the handle come off? Does the handle seem to come out at all?
Okay, give me. I guess this. hmm,
Walk in and touch it with a guidance. And
Give me
retreat
an
back out.
intelligence check.
So 13 with that guidance.
What you see is what you get from what you can gather.
Just try one, says the wizard or sorcerer in the corner.
It's probably unrelated, but looking at the shadow from the handle, the stars inverted in the shadow. It's probably overthinking it, but that is an observation.
Hmm.
I walk over and press the blue button.
I was gonna say now in mine, the shadow of the blue lever almost looks like it is slightly to the left.
It is. It is slightly to the left, but then there's no shadow on the red, or barely
Right.
any shadow on the red.
And then, as you guys are discussing this, the mage, out of nowhere, presses the blue button. And then all of a sudden, the floor begins to tremble. As you can hear outside of the room, the giant cogs rotate into the positioning, well, a mystery. But there's a dinging sound as the green light on the third position blinks, as if the cogs have potentially been set to the third position.
Run down to the opening. Can I see which way the cog closest to us would have rotated?
Yeah, does our map change? Or we just have
Yeah,
to
there's no opening there anymore. Let's put it that way.
Well, if I look at the opening, if I look out the opening, can I see where the opening went to? Did it rotate clockwise or counterclockwise?
Roll a perception check to see if you caught that upon rotation.
26.
Okay. So it appears, double checking real quick. Here we are. Okay. That has moved counterclockwise in rotation. Sorry for the
No worries. So the entrance is now facing south. And I'm assuming it only made like 1/6 of a rotation. Or 1/5 of a rotation. Two.
Yeah, if it's in 3, we should be able to come out through here. Is that right?
Oh no, we can't go anywhere now because we should be locked in.
Yeah, that's correct.
I think technically now we would be in position 2
Actually,
if
um,
if they all
actually,
rotated together.
they rotated, but they've rotated to the third position. You're not locked out, in fact.
Right. So
They created a new circuit. It closed off circuits amongst the gears of hate, and it opened up others. And to retrofit
Okay.
my description earlier, yeah, you are not blocked off from that first nearby gear. There is
right.
open
So
passage.
we can
So
get in here now, correct?
Ping from. Oh, there you go. Yes, that's correct.
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Thrombala and check this out. Off we go.
So, the rest of the party following us through. All just
I
assume.
guess we're off to an adventure.
Well, honestly, if you guys are all coming, that's great. If we're not all going, if we split the party, we should do one range and one not ranged together.
Well, I think, like we promised, currently we can stay together, so we probably should.
Right. Right.
Every step I take.
Rimbala, you press forward. It's a dark cobweb strewn hall. Weird liquid pooling on the floor. And yeah, you watch every step you take. You would recognize that darkness through the choked dust and cobwebs up ahead. There, there are a bit of flickering lights, so the area is dimly illuminated, and you would see where two halls meet. At the intersection you come upon, scrawled on the ceiling in what looks like dried dark red paint or maybe blood or something. It says in common, all in caps. Awaken Napaka! Exclamation point.
Any of you know what that means?
Guessing it's one of the names of all of these random gods.
And I would say that that's probably a good point for us to fade to black. We have more time to think about this. Come up with more ways to fuck with you.
I'm glad I didn't have to come up with the answer to this damn riddle tonight.
Oh, do you know the answer to that, by the way?
I do not.
Or a rumor. Speak without a
Yeah,
mouth, I hear without ears, I have no body. Yeah, I travel mind to mind, I grow stronger the more I'm shared, but die the moment I'm believed. A rumor.
I was leaning towards lie.
Ah,
That I was going with something along that same vein.
good show. Appreciate you guys tonight.